Welcome to the California Stories podcast from My Wine Radio. Hear California Stories each hour following our 15-minute music sweeps. We have cool things to do, fun places to see, and sometimes just great trivia about California. California Stories on My Wine Radio. In this episode, hear about Californians saving or maybe not saving water during the California drought and trucks that are hauling water up in the North Coast area. Paso named one of the best towns to retire to in America. Drake has invested in some LA hot chicken restaurants, and the iconic Giustis place in Walnut Grove destroyed by a fire. As California's drought deepens, water use drops by only 1.8%. This is from calmatters.org. Officials warn that next year's cuts in water supply could go even deeper as severe drought grips nearly 90% of California. Residents of the North Coast and Bay Area conserved more than Southern California did. Californians reduced their water use at home by a meager 1.8% statewide in July compared to last year, even after Governor Gavin Newsom urged residents to conserve 15% and drought continues to spread across the state. Officials warned that water providers south of the Delta who rely on state water allocations already slashed to 5% this year, they should brace for the possibility of zero supply next year. Californians always have hope, and that's healthy, but we need to be prudent, said Carla Nemeth, director of the State Department of Water Resources, in an interview. We're doing more conservative planning than we've ever done. The challenge is there is no water. The Ukiah Daily Journal reports that at least 2 large trucks are now hauling more than 20,000 gallons of water from Ukiah to the Mendocino coast. This is according to Ukiah City Manager Sage Sangiacomo. Sangiacomo said the first delivery of water from Ukiah to Fort Bragg, which will be treating the water and making it available to people making water deliveries to the coast, began in early September, with a single truck carrying about 5,000 gallons of water, but the truck was able to make 2 trips for about 10,000 gallons a day. As of mid-September, he said a second certified water truck is in service, bringing the daily haul volume to approximately 23,000 gallons. And if and when more trucks begin hauling, Sangiacomo said that the daily volume could reach 55,000 gallons. This is an unprecedented effort that has been made possible through a mutual aid agreement between the city of Ukiah, the county of Mendocino, and the city of Fort Bragg, Sangiacomo continued. The city of Ukiah is simply supplying the water, which is then picked up by haulers and delivered to the city of Fort Bragg and put into their system, and from there, it is distributed to water haulers in the region for health and human safety purposes. Paso has been named one of the best small towns to retire to in America. This is according to SanLuisObispo.com that reports it's listed as one of the 10 best small towns for retirees in the United States, according to Travel and Leisure magazine. A walkable downtown features restaurants ranging from casual coffee shops to upscale dining, shops, galleries, breweries, wine tasting rooms, and entertainment, the magazine wrote. Nearby, wineries are set among picturesque rolling hills, many with outdoor areas for picnics. The magazine also highlighted the city's temperate weather, access to outdoor activities such as golf, camping, and biking, and its farmers market on Tuesdays and Saturdays, along with its proximity to San Francisco and Los Angeles and the coast. Roughly 5,000 of Paso Robles' 30,000 residents are 65 or older, according to the latest population estimates from Census Reporter. Travel and Leisure mentions the numerous retirement communities and access to health care as benefits for residents of retirement age. The iconic Giustis place in Walnut Grove has been destroyed by a fire. This is from MSN.com. Giustis Place, a popular Delta restaurant and saloon in Walnut Grove, south of Sacramento, was destroyed by a fire on September 9th. It took over 100 years to create a local gathering hole, and it took about 2 or 3 hours to destroy it, said third-generation owner Mark Marias. People at the scene said the restaurant, which has been featured in an episode of Diners, Drive-Ins, and Dives, was open when smoke was smelled inside. Employees put out the fire near a propane water heater with an extinguisher, but it had spread inside a wall and up into the attic. Giustis had been run by one family for more than 100 years, first as a saloon and store, and since the mid-1940s as a restaurant. Mark Marias and his wife Linda are the third-generation owners. No details yet on the future of Giustis in the California Delta. Drake is officially in the hot chicken business. This is from LAeater.com. This is all according to Dave's Hot Chicken co-founder Armin Oganessian, who says that the massively popular rapper-entertainer recently signed on as a major investor to the Los Angeles-based restaurant chain. He says he's not saying how large Drake's claim to the business is, but it's pretty significant. He has a large stake, he said. As far as investors go, he has a very good stake. Dave's is on track to debut 40 new restaurants this year, including one recently in Sonoma County. They also have plans for some 280 locations eventually, according to Restaurant Business. Though Drake isn't the first big name to sign on with Dave's Hot Chicken, actor Samuel L. Jackson and Boston Red Sox Tim Werner are both stakeholders. His participation should give an even bigger boost to the Dave's Hot Chicken name. The Wine Spectator Scholarship Foundation is donating a record $10 million to Napa Valley College. This gift will support the construction and expansion of the Napa Valley College Viticulture, Wine, and Technology Program, which will be named the Wine Spectator Wine Education Complex at Napa Valley College. The announcement was made by Marvin M. Shankin, editor and publisher of Wine Spectator. In the press release, he goes on to say if there was ever an educational institution poised for significant contributions to the growth of the California wine industry, this is it. It is our hope that the door for learning opens wider for young adults from all walks of life, providing a path for future leaders in the wine industry. Located in the heart of Napa Valley College's program is one of the largest college viticulture and winemaking programs in the country, with an annual enrollment of 800 to 1,000 students, complete with a 5-acre vineyard and commercial winery. Thanks for checking out the California Stories podcast from My Wine Radio. Be sure to like and subscribe so you don't miss an episode. You can hear California Stories each hour following our 50-minute music sweeps at mywineradio.com. We'll see you next time on the California Stories podcast from My Wine Radio.